out from my window. Sun's coming up like the day before.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing okay. I'm recovering from a bit of a cold, so hence the husky voice, but I've just pulled up at the hospital because I've got a physio appointment and then also an appointment with a surgeon about a consultation on potentially getting an operation on my hip. I've mentioned this a few times over the past couple of years. Basically, since I was pregnant with my second daughter, Hallie, who is now 20 months old, almost, I have had issues with my hip. I had a CT scan and an MRI scan late last year, and it came back saying that I've got borderline hip dysplasia. And so I don't really know what the consultation is going to entail. You know what it's like? You sometimes get a letter through like, oh, you're having an appointment. You're like, oh, okay, right. I don't really know what I'm going to discuss at this appointment. But basically, I think it's just going through options of what I can do to help with the pain, or whether I do need to go through the surgery, which I'm quite nervous about, to be honest. I've never had any kind of surgery at all, and surgery plus recovery with 2 children kind of scares me, but you know, we're gonna have that conversation now. Thankfully, I'm on my own today without the kids, so I don't have to do this appointment with them, which would just be obviously impossible. I'm feeling really rough, if I'm honest. Like, I've had a cold, but I've also just been really ill, like really bad tummy and stuff over the past few days, and I'm just like feeling so worse away. You can probably tell by my ghostly appearance. I dyed my eyebrows to make myself feel better, but I just feel crap. But after this, if I've got time before I can go pick the kids up, I'm going to wash my hair as a little treat. But it is chucking it down with rain, so I was like, I'm not going to do it before this appointment. I will just wash my hair tonight after the kids are asleep, if I don't fall asleep straight away. Because that's the other thing, I have like no energy, no motivation really. However, before this appointment, before I came here, I dropped the kids off at nursery and I went back home and I painted the hallway. I'm really hoping that it looks better than it did when it was going on. When I get back, I hope that when it dries, it actually looks a bit better. So although I painted it all this morning, genuinely, it looks no different. Like, to the naked eye, it looks no different. I'm hoping that's just because the paint was wet and it will dry and it will look a little bit different, a little bit nicer. But I think I mentioned it in the last vlog, at the end of last week's vlog. I would have said that we are considering moving, and at some point we will want to sell the house, and I just want to make it like nice for then, but also in the meantime it's nice to like make little updates to the house to enjoy it while we're there. To be honest, we've never painted the hallway. We've never done anything in the hallway because it was just like, we've got young kids. Like, there's going to be marks on the walls. It's going to be all scuffed up. And to be honest, it very much is that. So again, yeah, we thought it was about time that we actually painted it. But like I said, in the back of my mind, I am thinking this will be nice for when people come round and view the house. Along that vein, I am thinking I'd quite like to like declutter massively. Every time I look at something, I think I haven't touched that, or the kids haven't touched that in, you know, X months. I really just want to do like several decluttering days and really like get to grips with what we want and what we don't want. The thing is, it's kids' toys. Like, since Christmas, I just feel like we've been overrun with kids' toys. Even though I didn't think I went that overboard, clearly did. And I think it's just with everyone that gets stuff for the kids as well. It's just one of those things. It all adds up, and space-wise, it's insane. There are so many storage solutions that I would want to like get put into place in our house. But then I'm also in the back of my mind thinking, don't really know if I want to invest in that or spend money on that, because if we do end up moving, it's not something that it might not fit in the new house or whatever. So yeah, I'm just in that kind of position at the moment. But I'm gonna head into my appointment and we can catch up in a little bit. I know, do you want this? Wow. Hello guys, it's the next day now. Sorry that I didn't really pick you back up yesterday. I have just felt really rubbish, if I'm honest. I'm just feeling really under the weather in like all the ways. So my throat is hurting. Not like, it's not as bad today, to be fair, but it was hurting. I've had a cold and stuff. My hips obviously hurting, and my stomach is doing somersaults. I am honestly just feeling rubbish. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but you can use your imagination there. Thankfully, no one else in the house is ill, which is good. I've got Hallie with me right now. The extraction pan's going, the dishwasher's going, I'm making some lunch, and then Hallie's going to go down for a nap. We went to Tumble Tots this morning, which is her little gymnastics class she does. And I need to eat something because I am starting to feel sick. You know when you haven't ate and you start to feel nauseous? That's like how I feel basically all the time, because I eat something like very small and then quite quickly I feel sick or like nauseous afterwards. I know it sounds like morning sickness, I swear it's not, but it does feel like morning sickness. It feels like the nausea you get during morning, like when you have morning sickness, which is not something I would wish on my worst enemy because it sucks. But anyway, I had some toast this morning, which did me, I had one slice of toast with a little bit of butter, and that actually did me until now, which is midday, but I am starting to feel sick, so I'm actually just gonna have some more toast because it just works. I don't want to overcomplicate it. I'm also just doing Hallie some pasta. I'm just gonna do some pesto or something like that, nice and easy, because then she can get it for now. Looks like our pasta is done. Echo, stop timer. Hallie's just playing with George's Batman little figures. Do you like it? Is it fun? She's got her Tumble Tots top on. Pesto pasta, can't beat it. I'm actually gonna shove in some cream cheese with it as well. Easy peasy lunch, yay. Good girl. Right, face. Good girl. Hallie's just gone down for her nap. We went to gymnastics earlier, or Tumble Tots, and it was really good. She loves it, and her confidence is growing so much with it, and her sort of gross motor skills are coming along so well. She obviously started walking just after Christmas, when she turned 18 months, and now she's almost 20 months, and she's just so much more confident. She's so steady, she just wants to walk everywhere all the time. I feel like, especially when you've had a late walker, it means so much when they start to meet those milestones and things. So yeah, it's just really lovely to see. I'm obviously not feeling great at the moment. I've just got such a dodgy tummy, and just like there just seems to be like all the things that I'm just like struggling with. I'm so tired at the moment, like really have no energy. Like I feel just fatigued like all the time. It's like more than tired, it's like completely drained. It genuinely feels like how I felt when I'd first had Hallie, and you know when you're just like completely sucked and dry of all energy you've not slept, when you've got a newborn, like constantly up and down throughout the night, and then also if you ever breastfed, like blimey, your body takes a battering. That's exactly how I feel now, like drained and sucked dry of all my energy. I'm not exactly sure like what is wrong with me. I think I've just got some sort of stomach bug, I guess, but I think it's one of those ones. It's not like a normal stomach bug or just like sickness bug. It very much seems like gut related. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a normal standard one. It doesn't feel like it's one that the kids have brought back because they're all fine. So yeah, I'm not really sure, but I got desperate last week, and I've actually had issues with my just like digestive system generally since having kids, and I don't know, is that normal? Like, I just don't know. Like, I never really struggled with IBS or anything like that before, and it's just been like up and down all over the place since having kids. So I've always meant to like investigate it and figure out what I can do, maybe do an elimination diet and stuff, but I just don't know where to start. And life is so busy, and I'm obviously always thinking about the kids and like what I need to do for dinner and all that kind of stuff, and I always just do like the easiest, quickest, like more affordable meals, and I don't then think about what I could potentially be intolerant to that's causing me these issues. I'm not saying that this is necessarily related to like my like me being sick at the moment, but it did prompt it, because I was like, I've always got issues in that area. So anyway, I decided to do one of these tests. It's called the York test. I've seen a couple of people do this, and they've got like decent results from them. Basically, it's a test that you give a blood sample and you send it off, and they basically tell you what you could be intolerant to, like out of, I think it's like 100 or 200 things. In my head, I'm thinking, is it gluten? Is it garlic, onions? What is it? Because I've always, like I say, had issues, and I just would like to know, to be honest, so that I can adapt my diet accordingly and actually not just be constantly like worried about it. If anyone else is having issues like with intolerances, whether that's like eczema flare-ups or if it's like me, for me it's like IBS kind of symptoms, not very cute. But if anyone else is having issues with whatever it might be, a flare-up of any kind, just generally like quite constantly, like specifically for me, it's been since having kids. I remember it was in 2021, I'd had George in the September before, and then that year in 2021, I just didn't know my body anymore. Like it was just going so all over the gaff, and although like I bounced back like weight-wise and all that, my internal, like everything that was going on inside my body just felt upside down. I didn't know myself, I didn't understand my body, and this was the main thing. And I did try like a few elimination diets, and I tried like getting rid of FODMAP foods, which is basically anything that tastes good, like genuinely like onions, garlic, any kind of fruit or veg that had like a skin, kind of like tomatoes and peppers and things like that. But I just gave up on it really because I was still having issues, so I just sort of stopped. Whereas if I actually have the results of this, like what I am actually intolerant to, then do an elimination diet, hopefully then I can start to just not have this as an issue, because it's getting boring now. It's been like 4 or 5 years. Nah, over it. Anyway, I am definitely not in the mood to rush around during that time and clean up and tidy up and all that jazz. I just want to lay down, if I'm totally honest. I'm very, very tired. I don't never let myself do that, ever. I know I'm not alone there. Mums just crack on and do stuff, no matter how we're feeling. Not today. Your girl's gonna go lay down. I'm gonna lay down on the sofa. I'm gonna relax. It does mean that my next budget video won't be up as soon as I wanted it to be up, but you know what? I'm sure we'll all survive. The video's not that important. I need to relax. I need to look after myself. Cheers to that. Alright then, I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye. Hello guys, it is now Monday. I'm just quickly making some pasta sauce, like batch cooking some pasta sauce for the kids. So having your pasta for dinner. But then also I'm gonna shove it in the freezer because it's just nice to have something like healthy-ish in, nice sauce in that I can just shove with some pasta really quickly for dinner for the kids. But at least it's healthy because it's got loads of veg in and stuff. Oh, Hallie is going to go down for a nap very soon, aren't you? I know. You're feeling very tired, aren't you? Hallie is very tired. They had a late night. The kids had a late night on Saturday and they've still not recovered. It's Monday now. They've just been sleeping in and... Yeah, please. No, you can't have this though. We've got some emotions, haven't we, Hallie? Yeah. The kids had a really late night on Saturday. We all had a really late night on Saturday, but then it's like the hangover of just being tired, the kids being tired, for the whole weekend, and now we're still Monday, and it was a struggle this morning, but yeah, we're getting there, I think. Hallie just needs a good long nap today, and it is 12:30 at the moment. I know that clock says like 20 to 8, it's not. That's just literally always wrong because we haven't changed the batteries in that in probably about 6 months. But on Sunday I went to go see the new Bridget Jones film with my mum, and it was so good, but I cried so much. It was so sad. It was lovely but also really sad, and yeah, I was just bawling my eyes out. Anything to do with kids and like kids and families and stuff like gets me so, like since being a mum, it gets me so hard. I was like, I never used to cry at things like ever, think I cried when Wellard died on EastEnders, and that was literally it when I was a kid. Or as I was growing up and stuff, I never used to cry at things on the TV or in films or things like that. But since having kids, like anything to do with children or families or anything like that, just it's so sad. It's really sad. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I'm making this little pasta sauce. So I'm literally done. Carrots, courgette, onions, garlic and oregano in there as well. And then just like tomato paste, tinned tomatoes and a bit of stock and some water. I'm gonna let that all cook down, boil down, and then I'm probably gonna try and blend the vegetables a little bit, either in the food processor or something like that. I think probably food processor probably, so that there's no lumps and there's no big bits of veg, and then hopefully the kids won't notice and they will eat it or when it's fed to them. That's the plan anyway. Hallie's got an array of snacks and loads of toys out, so this is what our mornings look like. Anyway, yeah, once Hallie's gone down for a nap, I'm gonna film my March budget video, which I really should have done sooner. Firstly, for my own sake, because I should have budgeted before March actually started, and I haven't, and it means that I'm already like in a frenzy. Like if I haven't set my budget and I don't know like how much I've got to spend on each thing, I already feel like I've overspent, which is silly because I haven't actually spent all. I've literally spent like maybe £30 or whatever, but because it's not come out of a specific pot that I've like allocated the money for, it just feels all over the place for me. I should have done it sooner, but anyway, I'm gonna do that once Hallie goes down. I was obviously just so ill last week. I felt so bad last week and I just needed to I couldn't like come on the camera and like talk all, you know, excitedly and stuff. I was just, sorry. I just felt so ill. I had no energy. I felt really nauseous. Like it genuinely felt like morning sickness. And I keep getting it, like waves of it if I don't eat. It's literally exactly like morning sickness without the actual sickness. Like when I was pregnant with both of my kids, I had really bad morning sickness and I'd feel nauseous constantly and then I would be sick and it would relieve it a little bit. I'm not actually getting the sickness, I'm just feeling really nauseous, and then I eat a little bit, but it has to be something really bland, like a little bit of pita bread or literally like a slice of toast or something. And that's it, that's all I can handle because my tummy is just upside down, like it's just wild, yeah. And without going into too many details, I'm frequenting the loos. So yeah, it's not cute, basically, not cute at all. But I feel a little bit better this week, and I think it's just because like the food I've been eating has been very, I don't know, just plain, bland, stodge, like not, like literally breads and things like that. I had like jacket potato like 3 nights in a row for dinner. Like honestly, I have not been feeling good. Like it's just really strange. I don't know what it is. And then you know what Google's like. It's a scary old place. It can make you think you've got all sorts of things. Anyway, yeah, hopefully I'm on the mend and I don't have to worry about it. But if it does get worse or carries on for any longer, then I'll have to go to the doctors, which anyway. Hello, it's a little bit later in the week now. I can't really remember what I have and haven't said in this vlog, to be honest. But today I'm feeling a lot better than I have been over the last couple of days. Honestly, it's up and down at the moment. I've just been feeling really crap for like 2 weeks now, on and off. My entire day has just been dictated by how I'm feeling in the morning when I wake up. I've just been so poorly. I'm not being sick or anything. I'm literally just having to go to the toilet so frequently and violently. It's just so horrible. But yeah, it's been going on for like 2 weeks now. So I actually decided to go to call the doctors yesterday. And they took a sample from me and hopefully I'm going to hear back about the test results from that. Because if it's like a bacterial overgrowth or something in my stomach, then obviously I'll have to go on to like a course of antibiotics, but I just don't know what it is. We'll find out soon, I guess. Anyway, I have been feeling a lot better today, so I'm just making the most of it. I popped some makeup on, I got ready this morning. The sun is shining outside and I think I just want to go for a walk with Molly for a little bit and just feel the sun on our faces. Molly's not been keen on walking recently, but I think maybe it's because we're doing it in the evenings when it's dark, so maybe it'd be nicer to go out in the daytime. I haven't got the kids with me today. They're both at nursery and I've just been filming a little bit of content for a brand out there. Honestly, I had to put on a very smiley, happy face. Wasn't exactly feeling smiley, happy. I'm feeling better than I was, but I'm still feeling a little bit rubbish. The show must go on and all that jazz. So yeah, I think I've sorted all of that now, and then I'm going to go and take Molly out for a little walk, a little wander. Separately from feeling ill, I've always struggled with IBS since having kids specifically, and I decided to take an intolerance test like I showed you. And I actually have got the test results back, and I was a little bit surprised at the results, but then again, I don't know why, because I knew there was something that was making me flare up, and I knew there was something that I was intolerant to, but I just didn't expect it to be this thing. So how it works, they test over 200 different food ingredients, and it comes back with how intolerant you are, how reactive you are to each of these ingredients. So it's out of 100, and the one that was in the red, the one that was between 20 and 100, so anything that reacts more than 20%, I guess, comes up in red. And there was one thing in there at 97%, so I'm very, very, very reactive to this. And it was cow's milk. So your girl's going dairy free. I have to go dairy free, I have to go cow's milk free. It is clearly the thing that is making me flare up and have rubbish IBS symptoms, which anyone else that's had IBS or symptoms of it, it's just rubbish, and you just feel either bloated and groggy and uncomfortable, or again, similar to like my issue at the moment, it's just all over the place. None of it's fun, especially like the things like fatigue and things like that. Like at the end of the day, all I want is to be like healthy for my kids so that I can do stuff with them without it being like this big chore. I just want to be like in a healthy position to do that, and hopefully by cutting out dairy or cow's milk, I'll be able to do that. If anyone has any good alternatives to chocolate and cheese though, I'm gonna need you to help me, because chocolate and cheese, oh, come on, like two very, very important things in my life. So please help me. The other things that came up were like in the medium kind of area were wheat, yeast, and then also chilies randomly. So they're the other three things, but they were in the like medium section. So like I think 13, 14%. So yeah, everything else was in the clear. So I think the cow's milk thing is the main culprit. You never know, it might actually be related to my like sickness thing. I don't know, but even if it's not, it was really useful to know, because it's something that I've been like dealing with for the last 5 years, and I've never actually had an answer as to what it is. But cow's milk, yeah, there we go. That's what it is. Sorted. Anyway, I feel like this vlog has been not the best, but like I say, I've just been ill. So you've had to make do with me being down in the dumps and, you know, just feeling not my best. But hopefully I will get my test results back from the doctors soon and find out why I'm sick. A few people messaged me on Instagram when I mentioned it, because I've been saying just, I don't know what it is. It's like been going on for like 2 weeks, which is just too long for just a little bout of diarrhea. It's definitely something, you know, not very nice. And a few people said that like antibiotics helped them when they had something like this, but obviously I don't want to go on antibiotics unnecessarily, but if it is something that can help, your best bet, I'm going to do it, because I am so over this at this point. So over it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. And again, sorry for being a bit down in the dumps this week. But I am hopefully going to be back to my usual self when I get my test results, when I figure out what is going on. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.